Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading with me, Sunday. Taurus, we are going to get into the Doggy Wisdom Oracle deck and the Energy Oracle deck and the Teeny Tiny Tarot. And we are going to ask Taurus who you really are. Who you really are, how others perceive you, what others get wrong about you, and how this affects you in relationships. Oh, I set something up here. I said, if you want a private reading with me, if you go down into the description, scroll down, it's kind of like, I'm not quite halfway down, but down there, there's a link. There's a link to, so you can use that to book private readings. I think it's about a 3 to 4. We're at about a 3 to 4 week wait right now. So you can do that. And if we could do a little energy exchange, that would be greatly appreciated. A like, a comment, and make sure you're subscribed. Or it could be a teeny tiny comment too. Those are cute. I actually have fun responding to the teeny tiny comments. All right, Taurus, who you really are, how others perceive you, what others get wrong about you, and how this affects you in relationships. Taurus, you are hesitation. You are not too sure here. There might be a decision, maybe you're sort of at a crossroads and you're not sure which decision or which is the right choice for you. There could be a choice that you see here, but you're not, maybe you feel like you're not getting the green flag on it. You're not sure. You're kind of like, I don't know about that. So your hesitation right now. You could even be like, just in general, you could be somebody who likes to take a lot of time to think about what it is you want to do before you do it, before you come to that decision. How others perceive you is frustration. Others perceive you as frustrated. Well, that's interesting. So maybe you're not frustrated, you're hesitant. Or you could be both. You could be frustrated and hesitated. What people get wrong about you is venture out. Venture out. What they get wrong about you. I kind of want to say, like, if you're hesitating, people don't really know why it is that you are. Well, right? And I don't know. I feel like hesitation is very different from frustrated. And even the body language here is very different. Like, frustrated is like, oh, I give up. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not even going to try. Where hesitation is, I'm not getting, there's something here that looks like it may not work, or there's something here that feels like more like a red flag to you. And maybe it is. Like, maybe somebody is showing up in some form here that's a bit of a red flag to you. So you're like, I'm not too sure if I should do that. Yeah, maybe people feel like, well, you're not getting the green flag. You're not being shown exactly, maybe 100% that this is the path you should take, or this is a choice that you should make. People get wrong about you is venture out. How this affects you in relationships. Relax. You don't worry about it. You're like, yeah, it's okay. Relaxation. Contentment. Oh my gosh, this is really cute. This little contentment guy. I think he's one of my favorite. Look at that face. Come on now. Face. So concentration on contentment. Really concentrating and focusing on just feeling good. Like, just feeling good about where you are, accepting whatever situation you find yourself in, not trying to force a script or change your life if it feels like it's not going in the direction you want it to go. It's like, yeah, it's cool. But right now you're hesitant. It's interesting, right? Because content is like laying down. Laying down and just like, oh, it's just a good spot. I can just hang out here. People still see the laying down energy. I'm frustrated, but it's actually hesitant. So why? I wonder why you're hesitant. So hesitation is who Taurus really is. They're not frustrated, they're hesitant. Yeah, so the difference in that too, like I'm seeing somebody who's putting together a bike. Like putting together a bike, and maybe others kind of walking by watching you putting together this bike, and there's certain parts that are not, the pieces aren't coming together right. And so, you know, maybe Taurus been working on that bike for a long time, and maybe like, because I feel like you've stepped away with hesitation, right? That's standing there and not doing something. So you've stepped away, And it's kind of like people, if they've been walking by, like I see you in front of a window putting a bike together, just people casually walking by and watching you put this bike together. And then thinking, wow, it's been a long time. They haven't been able to get the bike together. Are the parts not right? There's something they're missing? You know, and then all of a sudden the bike is just sitting in the window and you're not there. Or you're just like, you're standing off to the side and you're looking at the bike. It's like you're just looking at the bike. And so as people are walking by, you think, oh, Taurus has gotten frustrated with the bike. Taurus has gotten frustrated with the bike. But no, you're hesitant with the bike. So maybe you're like standing there going, should I be putting the bike together? Maybe this is like a sign that I shouldn't be putting the bike together. It's actually like, I just experienced that. I said, I think this is a sign I'm not supposed to be doing it. I tried to join this group on Facebook for ragdoll cats, because Larry's a ragdoll. Every single friggin' time I go to post something, it won't go. I can't even comment. And I've been accepted in the group and everything. I'm like, I feel like I'm just not supposed to be in this group, or I'm not supposed to interact in the group. Like, yeah, you know, like, and it could be, at first I was frustrated and now, oh, maybe that's the change. You know, you could have been frustrated and now you're like, no, I don't know. I think this is a sign. And it was, because last night I was trying to post something to ask some questions and didn't go. And I was like, oh, fucking shit. It's like every time, why won't these go? And then this morning, I tried to comment on somebody's post about their ragdoll cat, and then it wouldn't go. The whole thing froze. Like, the thing froze on my Facebook. I'm like, fuck this shit. I just thought. So then I stopped, and I thought, oh, wait a second. Maybe I'm not supposed, like, maybe somebody's trying to tell me something. Don't get in the group. Maybe the group will have too much drama. Maybe, I don't know. But, right, so now I've become hesitant. I can see that here, sort of, right? Like, and people, I don't know, people see you. People perceive you as frustrated with something. But no, now it's more like you're hesitant about it. Like, and maybe the way I described that, like, maybe you cycled through frustration and then you went into hesitation now. It's like, well, so let's see. Now you're hesitant. The angel of love. Ooh. People see you frustrated with love, maybe with love, but now you're hesitant. That's interesting. Okay, that could be like trying to put the bike together. You know, like it's not working. Something that's not working. The other thing I wanted to say, and it didn't come out in my little story time there with the bike, is, you know, maybe at some point you were trying to put the bike together and your finger got pinched between like the gears and the chain or something like that. Or maybe that happened a couple times. You're like, ah, shit. Right? Like, what does that, now you become hesitant. Right? The difference in that is really fascinating. I've seen like a dog playing with a toy or trying to get something, maybe trying to pull a toy off of where it's tied up or something like that. Trying to get this toy or trying to reach through a chain link fence to get its ball and getting frustrated, right? And the dog laying down, I can't do it, I can't get it. And then maybe the dog going to a different spot in the fence. And I had this happen to me. I think I still got the scar right across here. Is that the one? Was it? Oh, no. No, this is the one. What is that scar from? Oh, that's from the oven. Fuck, I have so many scars. I think that's an Aries thing. I got a scar right across here. And now I have a new bruise. I walked into the door. Anyways, I have a scar right across here from a chain link fence when I was cutting the lawn years ago. And it was a piece that was sticking out. Like, and I went, and it literally like a razor went. And I looked at it, I went, oh, that hurt. And you know it's a good cut when it doesn't bleed. And you're like, that looks deep and it's not bleeding. And then it starts like, oh my God. So anyways, like that, it could be, right? Like something has happened. And maybe it feels like you've gotten burned here in some way. Like the fence bit back. So now you're like hesitant. It's not frustration. It's like, oh, wait a second. That's what I'm getting here with your energy. So people, who you are is you are angel of love hesitation. So that could also be like, if you're acting as the angel of love, if you're acting like a loving and caring and compassionate person, I don't know, you may be hesitating to share that with others or share that with another person. You're like, I'm not sure. I'm going to stand back. And yeah, people perceive you as frustrated, but I don't think you are. I think maybe you were and you've moved to hesitation. Oh, angel of balance. Interesting. 2 angelic energies. Okay, so you're an angel. People see you as that too. It's kind of cute. You're frustrated with honoring your choices. People see you as frustrated and centered in honoring your choices. That's interesting. So, okay, this is like you've made some type of a choice, right? And in that choice, people see you as being frustrated, but you're honoring the choice. You're like, yeah, that's the choice I made. And so people see you as frustrated with that choice. But who you really are, it's almost like you're hesitant to maybe even love the choice. No, you're hesitant to put yourself into the choice. Okay? What others get wrong about you is venture out. Wow, that can't. Oh, adjacent possibilities. What others get wrong. Is there? I want to say that you're not venturing out. You're not looking for more options. You're not looking for different options. You could be hesitant with an option in front of you. And because you're hesitating, right, people may assume that you're looking for different avenues here. You're looking for something else. So that's what they get wrong. So, right, like let's say, I don't know. I could say, like, let's say you were like seeing somebody even, like in this with these cards. And people could see you as kind of being like frustrated in that relationship, frustrated in the choice that you made to be in that relationship or to be with that person or to spend time with them. Well, in reality, it's almost like you're hesitant. I feel like you're hesitant to love in this situation, or you're hesitant to share love. And so if, right, like let's say you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and that they could be thinking, is like Taurus seeing other people? Is Taurus like looking for other people? Is Taurus like looking at other options here? That, to me, that is what they're wrong, is that you're not. That you're not. Now, how does this affect you? Relaxation. Yeah, whatever. Relaxing. You're relaxing in relationships. Maybe it feels like there's nothing you can do. I don't know. You're relaxing. You could be relaxing too because you're feeling like, right, you've moved past frustration. I think you've cycled through some type of feelings here. You've moved beyond frustration. You're hesitant now. And it's kind of like, I'm just going to relax. You're back on the ground. Back, right, like on these dogs, just kind of like chilling. But your head is down. This is, right, the different, so they're also like these yellow labs. God, they're cute. I have a bucket list desire, wish. I don't think Lily can hear me. I would like a bunch of like puppies. I want to be in a bucket of puppies. I want to be like in a tub of puppies. I know I say that. They probably mostly nip at me and lick me, and I'm like, this was a stupid idea. But anyways, wouldn't that be fun? Like a tub of puppies. So relaxation, and now it's you're like, no, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to try to relax. How does this affect you in relationships? Relaxation. If it takes the pressure off. 6th chakra. I think you're waiting to be shown something here. You're waiting to be shown something. Yeah. There could be some sort of personal vision that you've had for your, okay, either you've had a personal vision here for yourself, and because of that, you're not worried. You're not worried about some sort of outcome. You're not worried about how things are going to progress or change or, transform for you. Or you're just kind of chilling out and you're waiting to have like a personal vision, maybe on what it is you should do, or if you should continue to hesitate about something, or if you should step forward. Sort of romance at the bottom. Okay. I don't know. Maybe, like, for some of you, this could be something romantic. It does talk about a new beginning. It talks about a new beginning in love and content. Content with a new beginning in love. That's the underline. People perceive you as frustrated with your choices or your choice. But you're actually hesitant here about this love. I feel like you're hesitant about some type of love here. We need the tarot. People think you're like checking out your options. Why is the Witch's Tarot in here? Ooh, the Ten of Swords. How did that get in there with the Wizards? The witches got in with the wizards, and the witches got defeated. One witch in the whole wizard deck, and it was a Ten of Swords. That's interesting, no? Wow. Hesitation. Taurus is hesitation. You are Four of Pentacles. Okay. Closed off. You're closed off. You're, yeah. Okay. Angel of Love. I mean, Four of Pentacles is very much a hesitation. Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. Whoa. Okay. That feels like you could find yourself in a situation here that you really don't understand. You could find yourself in a situation that you don't understand. You could feel like you have a lot of choices and options here. Or there's a lot of options available to you, but you're hesitating. You're, I don't know, this is a fun, it even feels like maybe there's one choice that you would really like to have. There's one choice that you would really like to have. And maybe you haven't been able to like fulfill that choice in some way. So that's why people would see you as frustrated with that choice. But okay, so I want to describe what I'm seeing with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords. It's like this. It's like, let's say that you fall madly in love with someone, right? You fall madly in love with someone, but maybe that choice, like, it can't work for you, or I don't know, for whatever reason, that choice is not available. So you could, like with the Angel of Love here, you could be like, well, you know, there's a lot of fish in the sea, but with the Five of Swords, you know, even if you found another fish in the sea, I don't know, like it might not be the same fish. It just might not be the same feeling. Like, it's like, well, you know, so I would still come out losing on that end. Like you could, yeah, you could have a nice relationship with someone, but it's not going to be the relationship with the person that you want to have with, right? Or you could hold out for the person that you really want to have the relationship with. If this is about relation, like it could be a work thing too. Honestly, like it could be a work thing as well. And like the work that you really love to do. Like you could be in a job and you feel kind of, people think you're frustrated in it, but you're hesitant, like, well, I don't really love it, but it pays the bills. What if I found something that I loved, but, you know, maybe that wouldn't pay as much money? Like there's something going on. It just feels like there's a compromise with this Five of Swords. No matter what you choose, like it just feels like, you know, you're not, there's an aspect here where you're going to come out losing. That's like your energy. And it is kind of looking at the bike that you were trying to put together, and it may have even nipped you a couple times. And you're like, you know, I don't know how much I want to put that bike together. I really like that bike though. I could put another bike together that's easier than this one. And then I could be riding a bike, but it wouldn't be this bike. That's your energy. Okay. So people see you as frustration. You're frustrated. The Queen of Wands. You're frustrated. The Queen of Wands. Is this a person you're frustrated with? Or are you a frustrated Queen of Wands? Like maybe you have, maybe you're like your own will here. Your own will? It doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter how much, like with the bike, it doesn't matter how much you try to put this bike together. Maybe it's one of those things where you have to have a particular type of finger. son like trying to put things together. And it's like, I swear to God, whoever originally put this together had teeny tiny like alien fingers. Get my fingers in there. I was like, my fingers won't fit in there. So anyway, what's with the Queen of Wands energy? You could be frustrated about your appearance. You could be frustrated about, I don't know. Well, Five of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Disappointed. You know, you could be frustrated even trying to mend something with someone here. Or people may see that. People may think that you're frustrated trying to mend something with someone. You're frustrated trying to start something with someone. The Page of Cups is like, you know, hopeful. Angel of Balance. I really feel like the frustration is something you probably were, and you've moved past that point. And people, yeah, I see that all the time. As people look at us, they always see us in the cycle that they kind of recognize, like we're always a step ahead of them, right? Especially internally. We're going to change internally before other people see that. Okay, the Angel of Balance, the Nine of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. The Angel, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen. So you're honoring. I don't know, there could be two different people here, right? There's two queens. It's still giving me that vibe here where there could be like, maybe there's two people, there's a choice. Now, the queens, they could represent, again, like this doesn't have to be like a relationship. It feels a little bit like it could be, with that as your underline in the Angel of Love. But like, you know, it could come down to a job position. Like the Queen of Swords could be something that's more intellectually based. Could be something that seems more logical, like looking forward, but it doesn't feed your heart. It's like, well, you know, doesn't really feed my desire and my passion. And in the Queen of Wands could be somewhere, it could be something where you feel like you can express yourself a lot more. You can be like yourself. It gives you the opportunity to be more creative, more spontaneous. Maybe it makes you feel really good about yourself too. So I feel like that has something to do with the hesitation. You're sort of like, you're not sure what to do. And to some degree, I feel like this energy is reflective of you thinking, you know, I'm just going to relax and I'm going to see if I gain more of a personal vision on this. But we'll get to that in a second. So what others get wrong about you is venture out. That felt weird. I'm going to venture out. Six of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. What's the adjacent possibilities? Justice and the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know. I feel like there's something going on here where people imagine, like, again, what people get wrong about you. So it's an assumption, or it's trying to figure out what piece to a puzzle would fit for them to understand what you're going through, right? Without knowing all of the facts about you. I feel like there's some sort of assumption here that you have successfully healed. From what I don't know, it could be maybe even taking some time off after accomplishing something significant here. Taking some time off after accomplishing something significant and having a new beginning here. Having a new opportunity. Justice and the Knight of Pentacles. That feels like somehow you're limited. Like that feels like somehow you find yourself limited, either because you've got this Five of Swords that I already talked about, where it's like, well, I can do this and I don't really come out winning, or I could do that and I don't really come out winning. Yeah, it's almost like there's some sort of long game that you feel like you have to play here. But I don't know. I feel like there's something like really deep going on here that I'm not, like I picked up on it a little bit, but I feel like there's a lot more. Like it feels really, really significant. How this affects you in relationships. Relaxation. The Queen of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Death card. That's interesting. And the Sixth Chakra. I feel like you're not invested. That's what I feel like here. The Ten of Cups and the King of Cups. So this is making me feel like the conditions for you to accomplish something do not exist at this time. I don't know what the conditions are, but I feel like you have some type of vision here that you know what an outcome is going to be. You just may not know exactly when that outcome like occurs or what all of the steps are to get to it. There's something here, right? This Queen of Cups into the Eight of Cups. This is like, to me, that feels like somebody who doesn't want to invest emotionally into something anymore. You're not going to invest emotionally. And maybe you've been trying to, like maybe you've been trying to invest in something emotionally and you can't, like you're hesitating. You're like, I just can't do this. It's not, I don't have the green flags. I don't feel like I can do this. So we go into the Death card, which is, it's letting something kind of, I want to say to some extent, to end and allow it to be rebuilt in the future. And how it's rebuilt with Pluto is not going to be how it was. Yeah, so that's how it affects. It's almost like you're not putting an emotional, because too, with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups, it's like, well, you can't win here. And there's too many possibilities. So you are taking a break. I really feel like you're taking a break, to be honest. And I feel like you're taking a break from emotional investment here. Or even trying to show someone that you care. That could also be it. The Six of Pentacles, the Star, and the High Priestess are at the bottom. Take Star. This is like somebody who, it could even be somebody who's giving in some way and fulfilling your, I don't know, fulfilling a calling, fulfilling a destiny. Yeah, that's what I got. I'm going to go do the extended, Taurus. In the extended, I'm going to ask, okay, so I leave this up to Spirit in terms of who they are. We're going to ask who they are, how you perceive them, what you get wrong about them, and how this affects them in this situation. There are two options in the description below if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, bovine babies. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.